Tonight we're hearing from one of the younger sisters of a 40-year-old woman police say was killed in Providence and found dead inside a refrigerator in a Parkes Avenue home. Police believe the man Sherbert Maddox was living with killed her. 12 News reporter Alexandra Leslie joins us live in studio now after speaking with Maddox's sister today. Alex?
Well, Shannon, Nakia Maddox told me she arrived in Providence after her sister's alleged killer, 53-year-old Nathan Cooper, was seen by a judge. The Tennessee resident says she doesn't plan on leaving until justice is served. Police say the body of 40-year-old Sherbert Maddox, known by close friends and family as Strawberry, was found in a horrific manner, wrapped inside plastic and towels inside a refrigerator. Her sister Nakia tells me it was their uncle who made the discovery.
Because somebody called my uncle and told him, hey, I think your niece is deceased or something's wrong with her. And my uncle ran and flew drive down here, and he knocked on the door and they would not open it for him, so he kicked in the door. And he seen his niece in there.
Police believe 53-year-old Nathan Cooper was responsible for Maddox's death.
And the fact that they left her like that, I could never get my sister back.
Through tears, Sherbert's younger sister Nakia told me she never thought she'd have to bury her sister.
You took a part of my family that we could never get back. Your day is coming.
Nakia is referencing Cooper, who police say Maddox was living with. What do you think happened between them?
I don't know. I don't have that answer.
However, Nakia believes more than one person had to be involved in her sister's death.
I want the world to know that justice will be served on my sister. Nobody had to do that girl like that. I don't care what she did. She did not have to go out like that.
Police stated that other charges were forthcoming, though it's not clear what those may be and if additional suspects will be part of those charges. Live in studio, Alexandra Leslie, 12 News.
We're tracking the very latest on the murder of a Providence woman.
Police believe the man living with Sherbert Maddox killed her. Maddox was found shot to death in a refrigerator. Now, police say 53-year-old Nathan Cooper allegedly murdered Maddox, but her sister believes more than one person is involved.
12 News reporter Alexandra Leslie joins us now after an emotional interview with Maddox's sister. Alex?
Well, Shannon and Mike, police stated other charges are forthcoming, though it's not clear what those may be and if additional suspects will be part of those charges. But Maddox's sister, who lives in Tennessee, tells me she's not planning to leave Rhode Island anytime soon. Nakia Maddox told me she arrived in Providence after her sister Sherbert's alleged killer, 53-year-old Nathan Cooper, was seen by a judge to face murder charges.
And justice will be served. And I promise I'm not going to leave this state and go back to Tennessee until something is done the right way.
Nakia and Sherbert's godmother, ELEANOR, aren't convinced Cooper, who police say Maddox was living with, is the only one responsible.
We're going to hide to one person, but I pressed it in and I put it in. Nobody can do that. Nobody.
Police say Maddox's body was found wrapped inside plastic and towels inside a refrigerator. Her sister Nakia tells me it was their uncle who made the discovery after getting a call that something may be wrong.
And he knocked on the door and they would not open it for him, so he kicked in the door. And he seen his niece in there. And the fact that they left her like that, I could never get my sister back.
Nakia told me her sister, also known to family and friends as Strawberry, should not be remembered for her death, but for her life as a loving and happy person.
She was always happy, smiling, laughing, having fun, always the light of the party. She loved music. She liked to dance. She liked to have fun. That's how I'm going to remember my sister.
Now, Nathan Cooper, the suspect, was ordered held without bail during his arraignment on Wednesday. His next court date has not yet been set. Live in studio, Alexandra Leslie, 12 News.